And what the Buffalo Bills did on Sunday late afternoon into the early evening in Western New York, which is to basically serve notice on the Kansas City Chiefs that they've got company atop the AFC. Steelers may have done that earlier in the day against the Ravens, but they have got company. They've got company in the 9-win club. They're now 9-2, and all they need to do is have the Kansas City Chiefs just slip up one more time, and the Bills will have a back pocket tiebreak to put on the table and tell Kansas City they've got to come back into Western New York and do what they did to them last year, which is shock them in the playoffs. And what the Bills did yesterday is just remind everybody that they are a sum of its parts in a way that we have not seen in quite some time. Certainly in Western New York, we've been talking about it. What are they going to do without Stephon Diggs? They don't have Diggs. They also had, Dalton Kincaid out and Keon Coleman out, and they beat the Chiefs anyway. And they didn't just beat the Chiefs. They picked off Mahomes a couple times. They didn't just pick him off a couple times. They put a 30 spot on a Kansas City defense that had not given up more than 30 or more points or 28 points in a regular season game since week 5 of 2022. That's a 38-game streak that got snapped. Longest of any team since the 05 to 07 Patriots. And even better, it's the manner in which they did it, which is Kansas City doing its 2024 thing, which is look vulnerable, look like they can be beaten, and then somehow pull a football rabbit out of the hat. And sure enough, last time these two teams played in Orchard Park, New York, the Bills were set up down 3. The Bills were set up down 3 on the 26-yard line of the Kansas City Chiefs and could not go any further and had to send Tyler Bass out. Had to send him out for a field goal to tie the game. They had to settle for a field goal to tie the game from the 26-yard line, and Bass missed it. And the Chiefs move on. And they go to Baltimore and win that AFC Championship game, and then they go to Las Vegas and beat the Niners in overtime, and suddenly we've got back-to-back championships, and here they are going for a three-peat at 9-0. And the Buffalo Bills were up 2. They were up 2, and it was 4th down again, and this time it was 2:17 to go in the contest. In the divisional round, it was 1:47 to go, down 3. This one, they were up 2 with 2:17 to go, facing a 4th down from, guess where? The Kansas City 26, the same damn yard line as the divisional round game. And Sean McDermott's like, you know what we're not going to do? Send Tyler Bass out there to just put us up 5 and let Mahomes have the ball back and a chance to win it in our building. Keeps the offense on the field. Josh Allen keeps the football and runs it in the end zone. And in so doing, Josh Allen became the second place holder on the list of most rushing touchdowns in Buffalo Bills history, surpassing O.J. Simpson. Josh Allen has more rushing touchdowns than O.J. Simpson as a Buffalo Bill, trailing only Thurman Thomas.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. Risk reward. Sure, a risk. That reward is we're telling the Chiefs not today. Sean McDermott had this to say after the game about his decision.
We mapped it out during the week and felt strongly that that was the right decision. I don't want to be resulting, if you will, but would have stood by it if it didn't work out. Just felt like, there's been too many games, as you guys know, where Andy and Patrick have come back and you kick a field goal and they go score a touchdown, or it's overtime, just in different games where they've been and they get the ball first and the game's, so they're just way too good to not go for it right there. And, so every situation's a little bit different, but felt confident.
He's pushing buttons, man. Last year, everyone's wondering, what buttons is this man pushing? Oh, he pushed the button to get his offensive coordinator out to save his own skin. That was the button everyone was talking about him pushing last year, and turned out that button was a nice button push because this offense is working without the so-called number one guy. I know Amari Cooper had a couple nice chunk play catches, but what they're doing is holding on to the football. Of the few offensive statistics the Chiefs entered this game number one at was time of possession. They led the NFL in time of possession entering Week 11, 33 minutes and 1 second. 25 minutes, 57 seconds. The Bills won the time of possession. They had 34 minutes of possession. That's the way you beat Mahomes and also take it away from him. They've now had a takeaway in all 11 of their games in 2024. The defense is taking it away. They're being opportunistic. They're holding on to the football. And they've got Josh friggin' Allen. Some of its parts. I'll be honest, I overlooked it. I thought this is the year that they can get got. And Josh Allen is playing like the most valuable player in the National Football League. And the best part about it is he's been through it all. In the same way McDermott's like, I've seen this movie. I've seen this movie. We're going for it. Allen was like, I've seen this movie. How many times have we beaten this team in the regular season? Only to lose to them in the playoffs. This is the way he came up to the podium talking about beating the Chiefs.
Means we got to 9 wins. I know it's from perception, outside perception, it's a really big game and what it means for both fan bases and the league. We're in Week 11. We're 9-2. Last time I checked, 9 wins probably doesn't get you in the playoffs. So, going into this bye week, you get to enjoy ourselves a little bit, but coming back ready, a hungry team and just trying to go 1-0.
All right. I love it.
Okay.
Great way to do it. They're hitting the bye week. They're 9-2. They're printing playoff tickets. They're going to win their division easily. And all they need is the Chiefs to just slip up one more time. They don't lose another one, and they host. But he's just taking it one game at a time. And their 9 wins are as many as the Chiefs and the Lions, that we'll get to in a second. Good for them. Unbelievable. And they just keep on plugging away. Matt Milano's coming back too, it looks like. How that's going to change the tenor of things is significant. And they've scored 30 or more points 5 straight games. That's the longest active streak in the National Football League. Easy for me to say. They have joined the ranks of the Chiefs officially in the AFC. And you could sit here and say they're better than the Chiefs. Because the Chiefs keep on looking beatable, only to pull it out at the end. And they couldn't do that on Sunday. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.